All right, you know, I have to admit, when I really sort of settle down, sit down, and look around, I could understand how maybe our average guest knowledge has been kind of dropping somewhat rapidly, because this isn't very inspiring. And it doesn't seem to tell me a lot about anything. And also, it seems that everybody really, really, really has to use some bathrooms. And I can get it. I can get. We're about to pass $1 million. We just passed $1 million. Well, all right. I suppose we have no choice anymore, my friends, and absolutely no excuse to not go ahead and activate these Wetlandian form ruins and possibly. Ooh, Pixel Swirl, another wonderful little upgrade. Oh my gosh, I think this is the first person we've ever been able to do like 4. Really? Oh, you are max level? Congratulations, Pixel Expert Pixel Swirl! You are the first person to become the absolutely perfect security guard. I don't even know what to go ahead and offer you next. I feel like maybe Happy Thoughts would be a great thing for you because a strolling surveillance would be great, but you're going to be in the camera room most of the time and you're not really going to be going on expeditions. So you know what? Happy Thoughts for you it is. I'm so proud. Oh, and wonderful. We also managed to go ahead and get a new perk from researching those lion head genes. That actually makes me a little curious about all of our nigiri fish. If we research some of their genetics, I wonder what we might get when it comes to perks, if anything. Perhaps we could find the kinds of perks that we might need to go ahead and improve these archway ruins. But you know what else improves these ruins? Knowledge, decoration, seats, and apparently bathrooms, because we should never ignore our guest bladders. And good news is, we now have some wonderful new discoveries that have arrived here in the overgrowth jungle, where unfortunately our botanist Marshmidge has sacrificed their monobrow and also gotten beaten about the face by not only the monobrow beast, but some fighting foliage. But they brought back another pristine quality palm tree. All right, we'll be putting that exhibit down in just a minute here. I feel we need to adhere to being responsibines, and we need to go ahead and send our staff member out to go and recover from this particular expedition. I mean, we really don't want. Ooh, I just got like the heebie-jeebie goosebumps, like the silly goosebumps, because I thought about like what it would be like if we ended up having like the monobrow beast larva crawling everywhere, and then imagine them climbing up your face. No thank you, no thank you. And we may wonder, but how will we manage to accomplish some of our potential adventures if we have to send our staff out? Never fear, friends, for we have our third and apparently maybe not final, yes! Our third helicopter. Apparently we can have 4 if we get to level 50, which I didn't even know was a level that we could aspire towards as fantastic museum curators. But suddenly, you know what? You just show up day after day. You keep doing your best. You try to puzzle out the puzzle of how to go ahead and make these expeditions wonderful, how to present the glories of science and the curiosity of the world to people. And the next thing you know, you got a couple, well, you have some very average nibbled on skeleton toe beans that you're going to go ahead and maybe put into your inventory for now. And you also hopefully have, I wonder if we should send those guys right back out because like they did a good job and they could go ahead and hopefully like get more nibbled on skeletons. Because look at that, we've got 3 helicopters now. Okay, I actually didn't plan on getting a 3rd helicopter today, and it is actually much more amazing than I thought it would be, especially because I do want to learn more about these Wetlandian ruins so that we can work on becoming the big splash. And to do that, being able to go ahead and get some more research samples to analyze would be very useful. And in fact, I wonder if having another analysis chamber, I actually know that that would probably benefit us a ton. So let's have Diver Ren. You're actually good to be trained for survival, potentially, Dairoren. Huh, and that would help us avoid some sharks. And then maybe snack supervisor backlog. You guys are both available. Dairoren's technically going to be working on restoration. And then we have Atlantis Skeptic doing tours. There's a lot of people doing tours. I probably need to get some more specialists for our marine life experts, because they are keeping a lot of fish alive too, which is something to be a little concerned about. If we can't really avoid the sharks unless you have survival skills. So why don't you two head down to the wetland, like the Wetlandian Uptown, maybe do a little bit of shopping, and we're gonna come over here and work on trying to make these ruins a little bit nicer, figure out how to get all of their buzz bonuses going, but not perhaps go ahead and give them perks just yet, just in case we happen to find something a little bit more pristine quality to go and add to our home here. All right, let's see. So if we want to get the Wetlandian ruins in, they were getting stolen quite a lot previously, which is still somewhat stunning to me that could even happen. Let's see, we'll move the four ruins over here. And then the helipad seems to be unreachable. Excuse me? Are you sure? Maybe it's all okay? Also, we have our botanist back, having just wrestled with those plants already. That's amazing. That's amazing. 3 helicopters is amazing. I'm really happy about this. Maybe if we scooch them apart a little bit more, our employees will also be happy about this and able to go ahead and fly them out. Also, we're gonna upgrade to the golden helicopters because why not? And we do need to learn more about the palm trees we keep gathering for our haunted greenhouse. They also might make really good decorations outside. So even though it's wet season? Well, let's see. Flora Fawn Fanatic, you're a snake charmer. You could do a shortcut to try to combat wet season. We could also actually have you do a speedy run. Ooh, because we don't need pristine palms at the moment for analyzing them. So that might be super helpful. Wow, I love this. Like I said, we show up every single day and you never quite know what you might stumble your way into, but at least it's going to be something absolutely fascinating. And the nigiri fish has been deconstructed, earning us some money and a perk. I am a little curious about what kind of perk that is. Entertainment! That makes so much sense for the little nigiri fish. That's so cute. All right, let's see. Oh, and I forgot we were even building the Judgment Clouder 3. The Judgment Clouder, display Judgment Clouder 3. You can't buy feeling, but you can buy feeling inducing chemicals. Maybe we won't mess with like the chemical balance of our guest at this exact moment. Maybe we're good there. I mean, we could try the scent situator since we did have to deconstruct, or we did have to turn some of our dead plants into mulch last time. And I think since we have so much money, understanding the nigiri fish. Wait a second, what just happened over there? Oh, it looked like you could put the nigiri fish into the ancient altar, and I was quite curious. Ah, dang it, overgrowth jungle got us the monobrow illness again. Ah, well, we'll work on that. Let's see. All right, so buzz bonus for our form ruins would be customizing the name, having it near any bin, having it near any kiosk, a marine life decoration, and seating. So now we have, unfortunately, a problem in the Nyan Wood as well. Playing at pool. A deluge of rain creates a makeshift swimming pool in a jungle ditch, and your team desperately needs a break. Cannonball or sounds risky, press on or analyze the sample. Sounds risky, press on? Okay, it's low morale and dour silence, so people aren't super happy, but they're also not super dead, so I'm hoping that will work out well for us. All right, we're being okay, the Mulchamatic is on fire. Okie dokie. All right, do I have a janitor nearby trained in handling the fires? I do. Oh my gosh. Wetlandian Ambassador Bergie, you get a raise because you handled that gloriously. I am very relieved right now. Also, I forgot we had the soundstage available. I wanted to put that next to the tiger area so that like the kids could be like rawr, rawr. Oh wow. Okay. Once again, it is chaos. And we have our return from the jungle. Oh, it's another. Okay, look, this is hilarious because now we have another pristine palm tree. I'm more than a little amazed by that, even if we did end up with the monobrow illness, because that is dedication, Flora Fanatic Fawnhoof, being able to bring back some like pristine samples when you have a monobrow larva sticking to your face. And meanwhile, Diver, Wren, and Snack Supervisor Backlog are back from Uptown Wetlantis. Oh my gosh, is that... Yes! The form ruins with the squits and giggles. Scary in a good way. Entertaining with only a mild impact on toilet comfort. Oof, okay, we might need to put a bathroom in near there. And it must be placed outside, but it is a pristine quality form ruin, which means that we do indeed have the ability to go ahead and put one down that we can name and just leave there. Oh, I love this so much. Every time I think we finally got a handle on how chaotic it can all be, I'm suddenly like yeeting my staff in over and over to, let's see, into trying to figure out what's going on deep under the sea. There. All right, you guys take care of getting more from the Wetlantian areas. I'm going to take care of putting one of the form ruins in our pockets somehow. And the pristine one, let's go ahead and pop that amazing one out. And there we are, there we are. Okay, so these form ruins need a name. They need a wondrous name. And I'm thinking the Seeking Stars ruins. Seeking Starfish. Starfish ruins. And we'll try that out for a minute. A new nigiri fish has just offered itself up, possibly for analyzing, except we already have analyzing going. This is actually the point where we need a second analysis room, isn't it? And also more survey scanners. Oh my word, everything is really evolving quickly. Okay, so since we have a pristine ruin, let's get some guest entertainment from seeing this as one of its perks. And it wants to have a kiosk nearby. And I love the idea of having this map kiosk near it that we can go ahead and have like a little area so that you can figure out where you're at in this chaotic place and hopefully find your way. Is that close enough? I don't think so. What about, okay, is this? I think this is close enough for the buzz bonus. Let's check. Yes, and that's close enough for our map kiosk. I've moved our poor starfish, secret starfish like searcher who runs the map kiosk around so many times, but they've been such a champ. And then let's see. I can't change the color of that map kiosk, but what about this one? There we go. Just to kind of match the fact that we're up on the hillside. And now, oh wow, we already have the entertainment bonus put in. Now, why not go ahead and have a dust deterrent, because that will keep our, it's outside, it should get rained on. That'll keep our staff from having to run around it quite a bit. It wants to be near any bin and near any seating. So let's keep focused. Come on, Siri, we're almost there. And also the Wetlantian ruins decorations are a part too. There's also these big coral columns. The super big coral columns do seem to be pretty appropriate for the ruins because they're from under the sea. And I wonder if mixing them together with some of the Wetlantian columns might help. And a representative from the Department of Culture is coming Well, they're gonna have to like represent their own interest for a little minute because I'm a bit busy right now. But hopefully we can show that we're trying a little harder now to work better on our Wetlandian cultural exchange experience. And I do think it would be nice to have like a fish fountain put in that could possibly increase the buzz too. And maybe we can sneak a few plants in the back somehow. I love our plants so much. I want to have a wall of them. Let's see. And we do have the valve planter is kind of ironically well fitted because it looks like a nautical wheel, like one of the wheels on a ship. So that actually goes pretty well with that. And then we've also got, the temple ruins. I wonder if those would help. Aha! Palm trees! Yes! Even if they don't seem like they would really fit, the palm trees, I feel, would be a great addition. We also have big palm trees and the thin palm trees. Behold our big palm trees. I haven't seen you guys for so long. I have missed you so much. And let's see, do we have other palm trees in here? We do have, the thick hedges and the tree hedges. Oh, I forgot how little they are. Wait, will they make a little line? Ooh, wait a second, will they? Like, can I have a little tree hedge just... Oh my gosh. They make an actual little hedge! I'm so happy right now. Oh my word. I'm just gonna have like a very long hedge over here for a minute. That's okay. That just brings me utter bliss. And I wonder if we should have the Wetlandian fountain. That's actually really pretty to have it like on something. Excellent. You see, getting a little bit creative about how we might go ahead and move these things about seems to be helping. The oak tree is fine. We also have a brick planter. Oh, the brick planter has an all fern option? What? I had no idea. These are the things that you should have probably learned a long time ago, Siri, and yet here you are. Here you are. That's fine. All right, let's see. We're gonna get a couple of those down, just as general decorations for now, and we'll come back to you in a little bit here. And how did this thing get so dusty? I literally put an anti-grubbiness decay on it, and somehow this has gotten super dusty instead. All right, you know what? Dust deterrent too. So we don't have to worry about that. Do I have a marine life expert on their way up, or is this a sign that we need to hire more? Because I just don't know if there's enough. Here's underwater photographer Silver, who's really exhausted. I probably need to check, especially since we made a cool million, on how we can handle the raises. Possibly we should have a staff member dedicated just to restoration, especially because all of this is extremely grubby now, who is a member of the track team. That would probably help out a lot. All right, now that this is getting a big sweeping, we also need some bins and seating. And at least we will have managed one spot is all I ask of this right now. And we also can probably get, ooh, yeah, some of the Wetlandian rocks to have marine life sounds. And we'll just make it look like it's part of the coral that is present around the Wetlantis pieces. And then we want to make sure that we come on in and we have these having marine life ambiance instead of the ambiance of being out in with the dinosaurs. Perhaps sounds kind of the same in certain regards, but still. Wow, this place. Is it getting cleaned? Perhaps? Marine life expert? Do you need help? Do you need me to get the brush out? Oh dear. All right, let's see. Then let's get some seating then, whilst we wait for it to get cleaned. We have Wetlandian benches. Yes, yes. In theory, yay, our cybersecurity expert now has gone ahead and gained some skills. Ooh, in theory, why don't we move fountain over here. That is really nice, I think. If we can just wiggle it in just right. Okay, that's actually really nice for our little fountain spot, instead of trying to put something behind it at this moment. There we go. And then we've also got the columns that we could probably put either on either side of the benches. Haha! Finally some ideas on how to make it look somewhat decent. And then the last thing we need around the ruins is we need a bin. So we'll go ahead and we will look for a good Wetlandian bin or some sort of decorative bin to put in. And the valve planter is just a fun extra decoration. All right. Now that this thing has been polished up, it doesn't look as bad, and it's got double dust deterrent, so hopefully we'll be able to keep it looking a little nicer. I might even change up what kind of colored coral we have out. Or maybe just make it really colorful, because it is supposed to represent like different corals. I feel like there should be a bit of variety there. In fact, why not? Let's have maybe like a really purple one or pink one. All right, this is still a work in progress, and I'm not exactly sure what I think about this other than, Siri, did you have to? Like, that's the first thought that comes to mind is like, did you really have to do that? Now it looks like you have very weird Easter bunny, Easter egg weirdness here. All right, we'll probably remove that in a little bit, but moral of the story is, to the bins! We've got our seating. We've got our staff leveling up across the board. I'm so proud. I could just brush away tears of joy. And we have our Wetlandian bins. Oh my gosh. All right, so maybe we'll sprinkle those at random too, because they probably need to have at least a few Wetlandian bins here and there and everywhere. All right, anything else that you need to go ahead and be really happy? We've done it! At least one of the ruins. At least one has their buzz bonus done. And to be fair, I feel like we gave that a pretty darn good effort. And we also learned that, okay, maybe pastel pink does not really go well with working with our corals, and we'll come up with some other ideas. There! Now we can go ahead and see what our 3 helicopters full of crates of curiosity have to offer, like some of that staff experience, since we no longer have to worry about monobrow illnesses. And, yes! A little more of the Nibelodon skeleton that we are currently building for our, you know, haunted greenhouse, as one does. Diver Wren, you probably have been seasick for so many days, but I didn't notice, so you're probably over it by now. Ooh! And a pristine conch horn that somehow is boring to guess, which I, to this day, still find a little bit offensive. Just a little bit. All right, and we're gonna go back down to Wetlantis because oh wait, we need to go a little deeper, don't we? Oh yeah, we need to go to Uptown, not down. Wait, okay, there's Uptown and there's Outskirts. Oh. Oh yes, now I see. At least we have fully explored this area. And now we can send in our staff to hopefully find some of those ruins. And we can also send some of our staff to go on one of those really quick missions to go and like get into a fist fight with the plants. And hopefully, do we already have the full, we don't have a full survey done of this area yet. But hopefully finish up a full survey of the area and possibly get another one of those fighting palm plants. And since we've been working so well on it, we're going to carry on with the Nyan Woods, and we're going to see if we can snag ourselves more of that skeleton. Phew! All right, we're doing it! Now to take care of whatever terrifying thing this is, I'm going to need to figure out what kind of color coordination. That's actually much better. Boom. There we go. Imagine that. Blues and greens. My favorite colors, somehow. Somehow we're the secret again all along. All right, friends. Well, we're going to get into the chopper. We're going to try to go ahead and I'm going to get another analysis room snuck in somewhere. We might have to sacrifice a teensy bit of space for the bathroom wall of wonder, or like wiggle it around a little, but we're gonna get another analysis room put in so that we can start understanding even more about what makes for a really good like fish, a really good plant. We need more scientists spending time researching these things. We also might really start focusing on just having some scientists who are dedicated to like cleaning and maintain. Oh, hell! We literally have, maybe it's because so many people view it. Okay, we're gonna figure out how to take care of these ruins and get them nice and tidy. And just celebrate the other adventures that we are diving into next time. So I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.